But you know, I think Gervonta Davis, he's best of the best fighter in the Twitter.
So Devin Haney gave his reaction to Lomachenko knocking out Kambosos. A fan asked Devin, imagine if Gervonta fought George Kambosos for undisputed. Devin Haney responded with, imagine if he fought Loma at 24. Now here's the thing with fans coming out with these weird talking points. For Tank to fight Kambosos for undisputed, he would have had to fight Devin Haney first for the WBC title. Because when Devin fought Kambosos, that was a unification for undisputed. Devin was the WBC champion and Kambosos was the unified IBF, WBO, and WBA champion at lightweight. Second of all, it's all good and dandy to play fantasy matchups now. But when Kambosos beat Teofimo Lopez, Tank said hell no to going overseas to fight Kambosos, not just once, but twice. Tank didn't even want to do that once because he was the A side. On top of that, he felt that a robbery can happen if he doesn't knock out Kambosos. Remember, at the time, Kambosos beat Teo. However, at that time, Devin Haney, even though he was the A side against Kambosos, he did what Gervonta wasn't willing to do. And he fought Kambosos not once but twice in Australia, coming off his biggest win. That being said, if Gervonta fought Kambosos back then, he would have had beat Kambosos. However, if Tank wanted to become undisputed, he would have had to fight Devin Haney after that to unify to become undisputed. But what's the point of talking about all of that if Tank was not willing to make the necessary sacrifices to do that, to fight Kambosos and then Devin Haney after that? Clearly, Tank was not willing to do what Devin Haney did to be great. It didn't take Devin one fight to become undisputed. It took Devin Haney 7 fights to become undisputed. First, by getting the WBC belt from Lomachenko, who didn't want to fight him back then when Devin was Loma mandatory, so Loma got stripped for avoiding Devin. Then, Devin had to defend his title like 3 to 4 times against Linares, Jojo, and fighters like that. After that, he unified with Kambosos, and on the same deal, he had to agree to fight Lomachenko. So that's what it took for Devin to become undisputed. And clearly, Tank was not willing to do all of that to become undisputed. That's a fact that's not up for debate. Lastly, like Devin Haney said, imagine if Gervonta fought Loma at 24. Remember, when Gervonta was a champion at 24 years old, Floyd Mayweather tried to make the Lomachenko fight. And Tank said Floyd was setting him up, while Lomachenko was bullying Gervonta in the media. Lomachenko was calling Tank Twitter fingers and he was daring him to fight. However, Gervonta responded to Lomachenko by saying that he wasn't ready. He was not ready to fight Lomachenko. However, Devin Haney was ready to fight Lomachenko at 20 years old. That same Lomachenko. Therefore, what does that say about Devin Haney? The fact that Tank said he wasn't ready to fight Loma when he was 24 years old. However, Devin Haney did. Devin Haney bullied Lomachenko when he was 20 years old. He made Loma wave the white flag. The same Lomachenko who was bullying Tank. After that, when Devin was 24 and tables turned, he beat Lomachenko. At the same age, Tank said he wasn't ready. So let all of these facts sink in. One thing for sure, Devin Haney went against Lomachenko is Asian like wine. Since Lomachenko looked better than ever last night, knocking out Kambosos, he looked like his vintage self. He looked like the Nomaz version of Lomachenko. For a weight-drained Devin Haney at 24, to beat Lomachenko 9 rounds to 3 was impressive. Two things for certain. As good as Gervonta is, we don't know if Tank could beat Loma. And I'm talking about right now. That's a 50-50 fight. I will favor Tank. But you best believe Lomachenko is a live underdog. I can't even really call him an underdog. Lomachenko has weaknesses to the body that Tank could exploit. However, Lomachenko's skill set and how well he does against other southpaws that's shorter than him is a deadly zone for Tank, which is the best way I could put it. Last night, Gervonta finally said Lomachenko is next, which that's exactly what all of the fans want to hear. Better yet, that's what all of the fans want to see, is Tank versus Lomachenko. And like I said before, once again, Gervonta be debunking his own fans' narratives by calling out Lomachenko to fight next, who is on another network, ESPN, and with another promoter, Bob Arum. This proves once again, like I always say, when two fighters want to fight, the fight is going to happen. Just like when Tank fought Ryan and Ryan was on DAZN and Tank was on Showtime, now Tank is calling out Lomachenko, who's on ESPN. If two fighters want to fight, the fight will happen, just like Wilder versus Fury, Showtime and ESPN. Nothing can stop two fighters from fighting each other who wants to fight. However, if one fighter doesn't want to fight and another fighter wants to fight, that's when you're going to hear all of these excuses. It don't matter if it's the money, the split, the network, the promoter, whatever it may be. When Devin Haney was calling out Gervonta for the past 5 years, all we heard was excuses instead of let's fight. The funny thing about these excuses the fans make, it be their favorite fighter they defending who be debunking their own excuses. So imagine how silly they look. With the opinions kicked out of the door and the facts laid out on the table, go ahead and drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe below. And to be continued on the next episode of Akhi TV. Peace out. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
If Gervonta Tank Davis win that fight, I already spoke to Todd DeBuff from Top Rank. We look forward to Adrian Broner. We look forward to Gervonta Tank Davis fighting Lomachenko after this fight. We know Tank fights in April. Lomachenko fights in May. I already spoke to Top Rank, Todd DeBuff, and we're going to make that fight happen between Lomachenko and Gervonta Davis.
A lot of news tonight. Got your promoter hat on as well. Thank you.
But you know, I think Gervonta Davis, he's best of the best fighter in Twitter.
Social media said Lomachenko is next. Finally, it looks like he wants to get in the ring with you. Is that a fight that you want to do next?
You know, during my boxing career, I never running around, and I always take a fight. And right now, I want to come back to my home, spend the time with my family, and after that, I rest a little bit. We can talk about future.